Hello, everybody. My name is Fable, and welcome to Toonkind 12 FPS, the mouse and the lion. Wait, no, it's a dragon. uh, with me today is our lovely.
Hi, I'm Magic. I'm going to be playing Duster, a small nervous rat man.
So, he's a small, nervous rat man, but we love him. So basically, this FPS takes place after the game Travel in Tombs. If you haven't seen that, if you haven't listened to that yet, it is up. I think I put it up. Yeah, I put it up. So it is available to listen to. So I'd recommend listening to that. It is a fun time. That game. We were laughing like crazy. It was good. Uh,
Oh boy.
but as I recall, basically our group of travelers came to ruins of Ruindall. I know it's a very creative name. Don't at me. Uh, and met the mysterious quote unquote figure, the antlered king, and they also faced a dragon that's still in the ruins. And as I recall, I believe Duster went off on his own after Travel in Tombs.
Yeah.
What's he
Dust.
what's he doing?
Well, you see, Duster came to this place to look for a home, and now he's been guaranteed a home. Not the way he wanted to. He was hoping no one else was here, but someone else is here,
Yeah,
and they know
sorry.
about him. The worst two combinations a Tiny could ever have.
Y-
Uh,
y- Sorry, Duster. Antler got here before you.
it sucks, but
He called dibs. Can't be helped.
But Duster is just exploring around, maybe to find a nook way out of the way where probably Antler won't go looking for it because Antler is very big and very scary.
Yeah, Antler's
And
got a. Jesus, my cat. My cat just ran over my desk again. Uh, but no, yeah, Antler currently, I just for flavor, Antler currently just has other things to deal with at the moment. So currently,
wonderful.
the rat and and what else is in the ruins is currently being shelved in terms of this dude's focus. So
Hmm. Wonderful.
he so you've gone off deeper into the ruins, yes?
Yes.
All right. Uh, I don't need. I'm dumb and realize I don't have Duster Sheet. While I'm pulling that up, could you roll survival for me?
Survival. A thing I am kind of good at. Hopefully. Duster, you didn't fail me. Thank you.
Hey, it's 20, Duster. I mean, what would have been probably difficult for a a big person to navigate, is pretty easy for you because you can fit through. Duster, you're a small-sized rat. Any nooks and crannies you can fit through.
Yeah.
Can fit through, so you don't have to worry about obstructions like big ass walls or hallways. Because you can. Oh, hey, because look, there's a crack in that wall. I'll just squeeze through there. Like you're good. You're making your way through pretty easy, and you also have dark vision, so this also helps you navigate. Because Ruindall is built into the side of a cliff, which means not
Yeah.
unless built otherwise, it doesn't have a lot of light that gets inside. Not a lot of natural light anyway, so you are good. You are at least good with the dark and the surroundings, so you are doing all right. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick, just so I am not like.
I need to send you an updated version because I did buy something from the shop. But I'll do that after.
Yeah, after I
And
just need.
also, I have a climb speed.
Oh, you do have a climb speed. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Oh boy,
All right,
this is
well,
fun.
tell me this: since you have no trouble, you have no trouble, you're not getting lost. I would say you're easily avoiding if there are any traps down this way. You are probably avoiding those with relative ease. They're traps meant for big people, so I imagine even if you did trip up a trap or step on a button for a trap, you're not heavy enough to trigger it. Put simply.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, but tell me, is Duster trying to head up or down?
Um, hmm. I feel like Duster's innate instinct would be head down first.
Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah. Now, Magic, I'm vaguely remembering this from the game, since this basically takes place right after Travel in Tombs. You said Duster had casted something on the dragon. What was it called? Hunter's Mark?
Yes, it was Hunter's Mark.
Could you? I'm looking at trying to find it here. Could you explain that to me again?
Oh boy, I don't have it pulled up either.
Let me pull it up real quick. Hunter's Mark, D&D. This is what Google is for, my friends.
I got it.
The divination spell.
Fuck. There we go.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Just read that out loud. Let's see. Choose.
It lasts for an hour, so.
Maximum mark can be acquired until the spell ends. Okay, so this is more of a damage thing.
But I get advantage on wisdom or perception checks to find it, so.
Lovely. Okay, and I imagine since again this is happening right after Travel in Tombs, this spell is still active. So
Yeah.
I will let you choose between perception. All right, no, and you rolled survival, and you rolled a nat 20. Okay, so
Well, no, it's a unnatural 20. I rolled a 16.
Uh,
Plus 4.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna make you roll again since you already rolled. You've already rolled survival, and you already got a dirty 20 out of it. So I don't necessarily think you need. Actually, you know what? No, I am gonna make you roll perception because you did say you're starting to head down.
Do I roll that twice or just once?
If you want to use the advantage, I will let you use the advantage. You have it either way. That's a 12. Go ahead and roll again. As a 10. Again, with the 20, you're making your way through just fine. 12, you're not seeing its ruins. Doesn't look particular. It's probably not super interesting. A lot of it, anything that's decorative or gives hints to what this place was, it's all big. It's all big people related, so I don't imagine you care that much, Duster.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, but as you go further and further down, you find plenty of stairs. You find this place is much bigger. You do realize that when this place was built, they dug pretty deep to build it. They carved they carved a good sizable chunk out of this cliff to build Ruindall. But as you go deeper, you start to hear a rumbling sound.
Never a good sign.
No, not at all.
Can Duster attempt to be stealthy now?
Sure, roll stealth for me.
Oh boy. That is not, in fact, what that command is.
What did you roll? What? You typed. Okay. For people listening, our Discord server has a roll bot. We have to type a command for it to roll the dice, and Magic, you flubbed up the command. Kitty cat, get off my desk. I'm gonna.
Oh no. I rolled a 7.
That's a 7. Duster, you are a shaking little rats as you are scurrying through these ruins. And the rumbling just gets louder and louder as you slowly peek out in the corner. But what you see is actually I don't know what they call it, but Duster, you have found an underground river.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, congratulations.
At least Duster now has a stable source of water.
Yep. Well, yeah, this place, I mean, you build ruins, you gotta build it somewhere where there has to be a water source in order to upkeep a place this big. Or for people to live in a place this big. But anyways, you found the underground river of Ruindall. Its water source, its life source, and you can see that they've basically made it, they've basically made stone pathways to go around the river and sewer grates on one side, so it's not necessarily a full-on, what's the word? it's not a full-on tunnel that can go. There's a limit to how far the tunnel goes down before the river goes into a grate through the rocks, if that makes sense.
Lovely.
But you do see a wooden bridge that goes over the river to go further down into the ruins.
Oh boy, Duster's gonna go down again, because that sounds fun.
Yeah, how is Duster feeling as he's walking down?
Uh, Duster probably at this point is assuming the rumbling is from the river. Like, how fast is this river?
Um, it's in comparison to you, Duster, it's going at pretty decent speed. I think to a big person, it's just going a cat. I think to a regular sized person, it's just going a casual speed that water flows. But to you, a tiny person, this is going fast enough that could probably sweep you up if you're not careful on the bridge.
Hmm. Duster's kind of confident because he does also have a swim speed, but that's still pretty dangerous water.
Cool. Cool. I am gonna ask you because you are choosing to cross the bridge. Yes.
Uh, actually, is there you said there was a grate? Is there a wall on that side?
Yes.
Duster would rather just go over the wall than try the bridge.
All right. All right. And you have a climbing speed.
I have a climbing speed.
All right.
Look, it's the safer option.
No, it is. It is, and I commend you on it because I would have made you make a dex save if you
Yeah.
chose the bridge because it's rickety. That wood is probably not good to walk on even for a tiny person.
No, probably not. Duster will make a mental note to not have anyone go over that bridge. That
Yeah.
bridge
Yeah,
is not good.
yeah, bring it up in the next employee meeting to Antler so he can make a note to get that fixed.
Oh,
Antler's gonna be busy with renovating this place. No joke.
oh boy,
All
this is
right.
gonna be fun.
Well, congratulations, Duster. You've made it past my first of dungeon puzzles. Anyways,
Lovely.
yeah, you made it through. Good job. Make me another perception check, my friend.
Get it. 20. Think that's an 11.
You can make
Should I
it.
do it again? Or?
Yeah, you can do it on advantage.
Eh,
16. That does it. As you make your way to the other side, you can actually, as soon as you get to the other side, you see coming, um, on that side coming out of the water. You can actually see not something coming out, but you see a trail of water coming over the stones and then basically going further down into the ruins through the door, through the passageway. So something recently went through that river and came out and went further down.
Huh. It. What shape was it? Or was it
Uh,
too far away to see?
I mean, you're going. I assume you're going through the same passage. There's only one passageway on the other side of the river that goes further
Oh.
down, so it's very clear to see. But it pretty much just looks like a big smear, like something was dragging itself. But it's
Oh,
big.
lovely.
But it's big.
Alright.
It's bigger than you. You know that much.
A lot of things are bigger than Duster.
Yep.
Duster is going to proceed with caution.
Very good. Very good. Uh,
Should I roll another stealth check?
yeah. Roll another stealth check for me, please. That's 12. That's not.
It's better than a 7.
Yeah. I would say because I would say though because of that 12 it's still you're still audible enough and I'm gonna say this merry chase has been fun but it won't be difficult for you to find the source of your hunter's mark as the further you get down you start to notice wooden beat most of the place has been held up by stone. But as you get further down, you notice that the stone walls and such are being held up by wooden beams. Like this place had been in the process of being through construction before, however it got abandoned was abandoned. Uh,
Hmm.
and as you get further down, obviously much like the bridge, the wood doesn't look great. It's a bit dilapidated.
Hmm.
There's probably some mold grown in there. Not gonna lie, it probably doesn't smell great.
Huh.
But as you get further, but you realize that this passageway comes to an end, rather abrupt end, as there is a cave-in of wooden beams and stones, and you can see very clearly at uh something stuck beneath, and not happy about it. You
Oh,
fa-
lovely.
yep, you have found the dragon who's currently stuck who's stuck underneath this pile of this cave-in.
Oh, lovely. Okay. How, how's this dragon looking?
Not happy. Not happy. As you recall, it had gotten actually make a perception for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
So neat. As far as you can tell, it just has its back to you at the moment. It's given a good wiggle. You can't quite tell, but it's very big, and it's hard for you to really see around from where you are. So I don't think an 8 is gonna do it to tell how bad this is.
No, but you said it was in the rubble, right?
Yeah, part of it is definitely underneath the rubble, or very much stuck.
Huh. How did it? Duster was right behind it. How did it already get stuck in rubble? Okay. Uh, Duster is just gonna try to cautiously move around to the front just to see if, like, I don't know, anything
Uh,
about this dragon.
all right. Well, I'm not gonna make your perception again because one, it might be bad, and two, you have dark vision. You can see. It's just, uh, what you can see is that the dragon basically is nose first deep into this dirt. If you had to guess, maybe it was trying to dig through, but currently it is having no progress. And is currently quite stuck as some of the wooden beams have fallen over its back and uh, I'd say its front's probably a bit hidden by the rubble. So probably
Oh
gonna
boy.
have to get a bit closer, my friend.
Duster's gonna get a bit closer.
Should say it's pretty distracted currently. I will let you know that because currently its head is currently stuck underneath this rubble, and while it is trying to move around and get loose, it is not. You are not the first priority. That stealth was bad, but it's currently in a bigger situation than to deal with a small rat.
Oh boy, that is true. Uh, is the uh, is the manticles? I think they're called manticles. That Colin put on it still there?
Oh, the handcuffs. Uh,
Yes.
Again, you can't tell. Over half its body is stuck in the rubble, stuck under wooden beams and such. However, I will say that you can see a small gap in the rubble. Uh, One that is conveniently rat sized.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Duster making all of the bad decisions right now. It's gonna go into the rubble.
Cool, cool, cool. As you go through, again, this is rat shaped size to a big person. Cave in rubble be kind of impossible to navigate through. But luckily for you, well, one, the wiggling from the dragon doesn't seem to be doing much to to loosen the rubble around, and so it's stable enough for you to wiggle your way through the nooks and crannies and finally make it to the space of. In fact, basically, you're able to make it to the space of where its head is currently stuck at, and you could easily see what's causing it. It's got a very big one of the huge wooden beam uh, clocked over its head, over its eyes. It can't see. It can't. It is stuck.
Oh,
Like wiggling is just not getting it under here. It's a baby dragon. Is stuck.
oh boy. Is this beam rotted like the rest of it?
It's pretty rotted, but again, to clarify, it's big. Even if it is rotted and smells something awful, it is a big chunk of wood that outweighs this dragon, to put simply.
Oh boy.
Because of the handcuffs, uh, it can't really get its feet. It can't very well move its feet easily enough. Its feet are currently pinned underneath it. If you had to guess, you can't see its feet very well.
Uh, um, is there something I can roll to see if getting rid of this beam will cause more damage rather than less?
Uh, roll me intelligence.
Come on, Duster. God damn it, Duster.
Uh, not that you can tell. Yeah, that's a 7. Not that you can tell. Um, I will give you this one thing because it's kind of stating the obvious is that this is a wooden beam, and that is a dragon.
I don't know if Duster knows enough about dragons for this.
Do you want to roll history to see if Duster knows enough about dragons?
I don't. I. What is my history? History is
Okay,
a
Duster didn't
modifier.
know what a king.
Ouch!
Nat 20. It's a big or small. The legends of dragons reach everywhere, all ears. You know what a dragon does. You know what they are. Yeah. This is a dragon. It's a
It's a
baby,
big.
but it's a dragon.
I suppose it's been more than 10 minutes, hasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Hmm. Uh, Duster. Duster isn't gonna go full speak with animals yet, but there is one thing I can do as a ranger where I can just see ability to communicate with beasts, recognize you as a kindred spirit, uh, can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action, and it can read basic moods and interactions. So, um, I'm gonna try to use that to kind of say, like, hey, please don't bite me when I'm done with this.
I think the moment you do that, the dragon goes stiff. It didn't realize anyone was here. But wait, someone's here? And and it just gives a big low guttural growl like warning.
Duster, this is such a stupid idea. Duster thinks this is a stupid idea, and he's doing it. Oh boy. Look, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just hold still, please. And he's gonna take. Oh boy, this thing is not happy. Oh boy. And he's gonna take out one of his scissor blades
Oh.
and try to sort of carve chunks off this piece of wood to try to free this dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna make a roll now for the dragon to see because its eyes are covered by the beam. I'm gonna see if it realizes what you're doing. And that's just gonna be a straight d20.
Oh.
That's a 4. it hears
Oh no.
it hears the you chunking at the wood, and you just hear it, and you just hear the growl get. And let me just make another roll real quick. As a 16, it just rolled a strength, so it is thrashing about a good bunch more I would like you to make a deck save to see if you still hold on to the if you don't get knocked off.
Deck save. What is my deck save? My deck save. 13.
13. You it's not quite. Yeah, that doesn't quite beat the 16. You hold on maybe for a good second or two, but eventually you do get you do get tossed off this Thrashing Dragon.
Oh boy. Look. Hey, hey, hey. Look. You're... Excuse me? Hello?
No, it my mouth made a weird noise. Ignore me.
It's okay. Look, look. I have absolutely no reason to do this, but I'm gonna get you out of here. Somehow.
To clarify, you are not using speak with animals, right?
Uh, no, I'm using primeval awareness. It's I listed it on the additional features in the second page of the character sheet because oh boy, that's really long. There's so much ranger stuff. It's way too much ranger stuff.
Here we go. With beasts, they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Okay. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, I had to read that real quick. Alright, I can work with that. You could tell it takes a bit for this dragon though to calm down as it hears your thoughts and your intentions. You could very well tell that this dragon is still very irritated, very not feeling safe. It just doesn't. It's still on guard, but eventually it does slowly stop thrashing about.
Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna try that again. Please don't move as much this time. And he's going to at least carve away near its face.
It it tenses up when it feels how close you are to its face. It doesn't quite like it, but it realizes that it's kind of stuck.
Duster is being as careful as possible. He is taking this very slowly.
Okay. In that case, roll me dexterity.
Wrong page. Duster. Oh,
13.
Duster.
Yeah, 13. You are again, you are being gentle and careful with this, and that's fine. But and even though it is rotted, this beam is huge. You're trying, but you're not making enough progress to really do enough work. So with that in mind, I'm gonna roll an intelligence. That's a 2. The dragon doesn't know what. The dragon is just sitting there, maybe getting a little bored. Actually, it doesn't know what to do.
God. Why do people build things so big? I don't understand. Oh boy.
It's grumbling in response, but you don't understand. Like it kind of agrees with you, but at the same time, like it's not complaining. It's a dragon. It's big, and big suits it.
Yeah. Duster is. I mean, unless you have any better ideas.
And it just blows a bit of hot air. Like you get a sense that you may have just been sassed a little bit because it's like, do I have any ideas? I'm stuck under a wooden beam, genius. What am I gonna do?
Can't you, like, breathe fire?
Another bit of hot air comes out, but it does think about it. Let me see. The dragon takes a very deep breath, and you can see the
Hmm.
almost,
No, continue.
yeah, almost like it's inflating a little bit, and then with a you see green you see green glowing ooze shoot out from its mouth. Because it's a bit stuck, it kind of comes out like a fire hose almost. And what it is just used is acid breath, and it hits some of the cave-in rubble opposite of it. And I don't know what I roll to go against. I think I'll just roll to hit and see how that does. I won't roll damage.
I have
Maybe
a question. Is
yeah.
it melting it?
Basically, I mean it's acid breath. I'm not gonna roll it. It doesn't say roll to hit, so you know what. Oh, the thing has to make a DC of 11. Okay, yeah, I don't think I don't think stone rubble can make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm gonna say the rubble gets. You watch as this rubble gets very, very quickly melted into goop, and then the
Oh.
dragon gives another puff.
Oh. Duster just had a dumb idea.
I look forward to this dumb idea.
Oh boy. Hmm. Duster doesn't know how this is gonna work. Oh boy.
It seems it's making curious grumbles now.
Um, I've carved off a bit of the wood, right?
Yeah, you've carved off a bit. Not enough to make much of a difference, but you carved off a bit.
Is is the acid still kind of bubbling on the floor?
Yes.
Can I attempt to like semi scoop it up with the chunk of wood and then place it on the beam?
You can do that. I'm gonna ask you to make a dexterity saving throw since you are handling acid.
This is fine.
And I want to make sure you're being careful with it. Is that 24?
That's a 24.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're freaking clever little rat. You huck off a good chunk of wood, uh, and
And
man,
like Duster's not putting it directly over its face. It's doing it to the side of the face, try and like cut off the section.
okay, okay. I am gonna make again. What saving throw do you make for a big for a big wooden beam?
I don't think there's a saving throw.
I don't think there is, so I'm not gonna do it. And this is just supposed to be a fun. So you know what? Just fun. Like yeah, you managed to start getting not to bash on your scissor blade, but I mean it's acid. Acid's a lot more effective than a blade in this case, and it is eating through that wood pretty quickly,
Oh
and
boy.
maybe even spreading out a bit from where you're applying it as well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Damage control. Oh no. Uh. Uh. Hmm.
Has a sense that you're worried about something, but it doesn't know why. You need to. It's blind, dude. It doesn't know what's going on.
Duster's always worried about things. Oh boy. Uh. And because this is only one side, Duster's gonna try to do that again to the other side.
Alrighty. Well, I guess it's the same. It's the same result. It starts. The acid that you apply starts eating away at the wood uh, pretty effectively. But the dragon is still staying still. I'm gonna ask you to make a perception.
Perception.
It's gonna be a low. It's gonna be a low bar to hit, so don't worry. It's 22. Yeah, you see it very easily. The acid very much spreads very quickly. You were talking about damage control, no duh. But the acid manages to make its way through the wood and actually touch the dragon. But but you notice that it doesn't actually do anything when it touches the dragon. Much like
Duster kind of does the oh thank God and puts his head in his hands.
yeah, much like
That
how
sort of motion.
much like how dragons are, your classic fire breathing dragons are immune to their own fire. This dragon is also immune to its own acid breath.
Oh, great. This is amazing. Duster sadly is not immune to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's just fine. It's just fine. I don't know what you're saying. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Are you being sassy at me? Hmm.
No, it's not being sassy at you. Not at all. Why would it ever be sassy at you, Duster? Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. And it's making its way through the wood. Duster's going to attempt to pry off the middle of the beam from the dragon's face.
I think with the help of the acid, you managed to do that. I think you managed to do that pretty easily, and now you've managed to get off enough wood that the dragon can. You see squinting green eyes looking at you, and they blink a couple times. Then they look at you, and they squint, and you get the impression that if it could speak, it would be saying something along the lines of, "Oh, it's you."
And Duster, oh boy, Duster is looking at this dragon. It's just like, why did I decide to help you? But also, Duster has now helped it, and he didn't really know where he was going with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
But
it.
that's a lot of things that have happened in Duster's life.
It's a 6 intelligence roll. It doesn't know why you're doing. It doesn't know why you're doing this.
Duster doesn't know why he's doing this.
And with that in mind, though, I think now that it can see, it's taking a look and is seeing that its own acid is being used to eat away at the wood, and the acid is still eating its way through the wood. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make another strength. So 12. Would you be okay if I did it on advantage since the beam is getting eaten away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. 15. That's much better.
Hey.
That just does it. It takes a lot more effort for it to. Let's put it this way. It has to take a deep breath and really work its feet under it and push itself up a little bit, get pushed back down, and then it pushes a bit more, and eventually, thank God, Duster, with your thinking, with your smart thinking and its strength, it manages to push up into the beam, and the beam basically breaks in half above it. So the two pieces of it just go thunk on either side of it, and it is now standing up and shaking off the rest of the rubble and stones. And now it is looking down at you.
Does it still have the shackles on?
Yes, it does.
Dusters. Oh boy.
Yeah, you it's thinking about what to do with you now that it's out.
I have an idea if you want to get those shackles off as well. And he like kind of motions to the dragon's hands.
The dragon looks down at its handcuffs, and then it looks at you, still looking a bit suspicious. But then slowly it lowers itself down and moves its paws out in front of you, so the handcuffs are now directly in front of you, Duster. I should say, you are dwarfed by this thing.
Huh. Duster's very nervous about this situation. Very nervous. Okay, I have two ideas. I'm gonna try one first, and then if that doesn't work, we can go with the other. and uh, and Duster takes out that scissor blade again, but kind of like holds it so the blade is not pointed at the dragon at all, and goes to look for wherever the keyhole is.
Okay, I would say okay. So are you trying to pick the lock with your
Yes.
Okay. What do I make you roll for that? I guess another I guess just another dex roll. I feel like that would be.
Oh, come on, Duster.
Is Duster any good at picking locks?
Mm.
Yeah, that's a 10. It doesn't. Yeah, I would say while these are tune handcuffs, so they are able to fit whoever wears them, sort of deal. I would say currently the size they're at doesn't quite allow the size of scissors to fit all the way in to effectively pick the lock.
Duster kind of sighs, and I didn't roll hammer space when he first took out the thing, did I?
Nah, but it's a 12 FPS, and I feel nice today.
Okay.
Gonna roll another d20 at the 13. Dragon's still not sure what to do. I'm sorry, this
right.
dragon's intelligence isn't great.
Okay.
It's a baby.
Dusty's gonna try one more thing before going with plan 2. He's going to pull out a sewing needle that is very obviously not used as a weapon and just for sewing. And he's gonna try picking the lock with that.
Dragon lifts a brow at that. Like, what do you plan to do with that? Make a dex roll again, but at advantage, because that will definitely fit in the lock. That's 5. Please roll advantage.
Duster, honey, please, Duster.
It's a 12.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna say you are going at this for a good while, to the point where the dragon is just slowly looking bored at you, and just goes.
It's still not off, is it?
And and this dragon thinks, this is not going anywhere, so it stands up and it will sit back on its haunches and try and go at the handcuffs itself by biting. Let me just. I don't know. I'll just roll a thing. I don't know how effective. I don't know how strong these handcuffs are, but 12 doesn't. It's making dents in these handcuffs. What are these handcuffs made out of? It's making this dragon very angry at it, and it's just gnawing at them at this point. But it's not quite getting anywhere.
Plan B. Hey, could you, this is gonna sound strange. Can't you just spit on these? With your, acid breath?
16. It just finished the intelligence roll. Duster, with you can see essentially a light bulb go off over this dragon's head. But then it quickly looks at you, Duster, and quickly looks away and just goes. And you have a sense that, again, if it could speak, it would have been like, I know that. And and once again, it takes a big breath and actually makes the sound as if it's hawking up a loogie. And just spits on these handcuffs, and I'm not even gonna roll that because acid. It's acid. These are metal handcuffs. They get eaten away pretty quick and they break. And congratulations, you've helped free the dragon. You have helped free the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks very pleased about this. And then it basically, it teeters back for a second before leaning back and onto its feet. And when its feet hit the ground, Duster, with how small you are, it's basically like boom, and it basically shoots you up a couple inches into the air before you land back on your feet. And now, It is properly has its attention on you.
I. Okay, look. Okay. Alright. So. Uh,
It leans its head as you are trying to figure out what to say. It leans its head down and gets its muzzle like right up against you as it takes a good couple sniffs.
okay. Hi. Hello. Okay. Uh, uh,
It gives you a little nudge. Uh, Again with that ability that lets you basically see what it's feeling. It doesn't. I think whatever hostility it has passed, and now it's more just curious about you now. You've helped it, so, and you're also a rat, so it doesn't actually feel threatened by you.
yeah. I didn't think so. Uh, but, uh, Duster, as it's, hi, so, alright, here's the deal. Um, I, I guess we're gonna be something like, you live in these ruins, right?
So yes.
Alright. Well, I'm also going to be living in these ruins now, so that kinda makes us neighbors?
And it tilts its head. It tilts its head a little bit. Actually, in order for it to be at eye level with you, its head basically has to be on the ground again. So,
Oh.
but its head is tilted a little bit as it looks at you, like it doesn't quite know what
Oh.
you're talking about.
Uh, Basically, we're going to be living in the same proximity to each other. And I do not want any bad blood between us. So, hmm. And I, I guess that's why I helped you out, but also, and Duster, Duster out of his hammer space pulls out 18 gold coins. The same gold coins that came from the horde.
Oh, the
And
dragon's eyes light up.
I I only took a bit of it. I'm not very big. I I don't have any use for these, and they're still yours. You can have them. Just please don't attack me in the future.
Dragon looks between you, Duster, and the coins, and it scoots forward again and bumps its snoot against you. Basically,
Oh,
its snoot is the size of you, so
okay, this is fine. And Duster kind of tentatively pats the dragon on the snoot, like just a little tap.
and I think Duster, since it's so close, you suddenly see a flash of very sharp teeth in your face.
Hmm,
Before,
hmm.
but false alarm. It's okay. It's only trying to pick you up by the scruff or by your cape.
Oh god. Oh god. I I think Duster would be taken way too aback by the teeth to even try to like do anything.
The dragon has the dragon has picked you up, Duster. How far are we? Okay. Yeah, it has picked you up and is making a make a perception.
Huh. Okay. It's a +4, right? And Duster's nervousness has rubbed off onto me. I don't know how. Oh boy.
16 though. That's good enough. You hear the sound. You hear a slow rumbling sound coming from the baby dragon that sounds suspiciously like purring.
Huh? Oh. Okay. This is happening. All right. Uh.
Yep, and this dragon. Hopefully, you're still holding on to the gold coins, but the dragon is carrying you further down through the passage, down, down you go into the depths, where stone eventually turns to the earthy ground,
This
and
is fine.
the tunnel and the basically the passageway turns into a tunnel, and the tunnel widens out into a cave. And with your dark vision, it is easy to see. It is easy to see. Very easy to see. A giant skeleton.
Hmm.
Uh, as this dragon goes through this room that you're in is huge. This is bigger than the throne room up above of Ruindall. You have a sense that this isn't quite Ruindall anymore. This is something a bit possibly older, definitely deeper. Uh, and you can see along the walls are other tunnels a lot bigger than the one you came through.
Hmm.
And the skeleton that you see is all curled up, uh, is all curled up in the center. It is the skeleton of a giant dragon.
Oh. Oh.
And this little dragon keeps carrying you, Duster, over to it, to a little spot, basically a little nest that has been built within the. This dragon is basically curled up into a circle, and inside that circle is where this nest has been built. It has been made by leaves, fronds, possibly the bones of dead small animals. Bigger than you though, so you're fine.
Okay.
But
This is
this
fine.
and there's maybe like a few couple gold coins left here, but if there ever was a treasure in this place, it's long since been pillaged and gone. But this little dragon takes you to this little nest, does a little circling around before plopping down, and gently placing you down.
Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
You have a sense that this dragon smiles down at you, actually, kind of waiting for you now. Actually, like it is just
Uh,
showing you somewhere. Uh, so it's waiting for your response.
and Duster. Oh boy. Duster is probably absolutely dwarfs by the skeleton,
Yep,
isn't he?
yep. This skeleton, if it were standing, would be a skyscraper to you.
Hmm. Duster. Duster. Duster is very nervous. Duster is almost panicking. Not quite,
Oh, I'm gonna roll
but
insight then, just real
almost.
quick, which is just gonna be a straight d20, because this is four. This dragon's just looks like a baby dragon,
Oh.
who's showing its safe space to someone. It doesn't realize that something could be wrong here, or can't tell
Uh,
that you're nervous. Sorry, Duster.
Duster is going to put on the bravest face he can manage, which probably isn't very brave given his neutral expression is nervous. Uh, and he's gonna look up at the large dragon bones and then at the smaller dragon and go, um, was this your home beforehand? Oh god, I don't know what that name. I don't. And Duster, Duster has one more spell slot left,
He's gonna
and he's
use.
gonna he's gonna finally do it to speak with animals.
That's good. That's good. I didn't know how much longer I was gonna have to do dragon sounds. Yeah, you use speak. Yeah, you use speak with animals, and slowly the growls go from home, and it's speaking in the words you're getting are mostly single words. Uh, you don't think this dragon actually thinks in words a lot, so what you're getting is not full sentences, but um, This baby dragon looks at the skeleton that is curled around you both, and goes, Mama.
Oh, oh boy. Okay.
And then it looks down at you and tilts its head a little questioningly. For, friend?
Yeah. Yeah, we're friends.
And
And
the dragon smiles at that.
Duster gives a shaky smile given his situation. But this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is not fine. This is
the
alright though.
the dragon leans down and pushes its snoot against you again in like a nuzzle. It's nuzzling you basically,
Oh boy.
but it's
Oh,
big, and actually I'm gonna roll strength just to see if it's knocked you over by how strong the nuzzle. How strong is the affection? The distraction. It's being careful actually. The affection. I rolled a
good.
5, so you're fine. You're not getting knocked over. Uh, but after it nuzzles you, it lifts its head back up and actually looks back the way you came, and its expression changes a little bit. It looks back down at you, go, other friends, yours.
Technically, well, no, they are my friends. Just because they're my friends doesn't mean they have to be yours if you don't want them to.
Red one's scary.
Yeah, she picked me off the side of the road. Literally.
The dragon actually looks a bit amused by that.
I am not very big.
You tiny. And it lowers its head back down, not to nuzzle, but it's just laying down now, to look at you at eye level. Good. You good.
Thank you. You're good as well.
And the baby dragon purrs again. And looks like it's just getting comfortable now. Uh na- neighbor.
Um, I guess if I'm staying here, it's gonna be more like roommates.
The dragon thinks about that. And then it nods. Like, okay. It's okay with that. It's not sure about the others just yet, but you're okay.
Is it alright if I stay here?
Mm-hmm. You
Okay.
good. You can stay.
Okay.
But be nice to mama. And
I,
he looks over to the giant skeleton. I'm gonna say that that you're probably right next to the skull. And this
hmm.
skull is at least twice the size of the baby dragon.
Hmm. Hmm. Duster. Duster. Making that realization. Oh boy. He is. Hmm. He's not doing well. But it's fine. It, his current mood is a mixture of panic and heartbroken for this baby dragon because he realizes the implications of being nice to its mother.
Well, roll me another perception since you are here. I may make you roll advantage because roll advantage. That's a 7. That's not gonna do it.
God, please.
18, much better. Uh, yeah, from what you can see, again, this place definitely has probably seen better days, and obviously the implication of that this dragon, well, obviously is dead. This baby dragon's mother has died, But from what you can see, I mean, there's no, when you think of a classic skeleton that's dead, usually you see some hint of how it's died. Like usually you'll see like a spear or something through the rib cage, something like that. But from what you can tell, no. There it doesn't look like any damage has been done. There's no spears. There's not even any weapons lying about. This skeletal dragon is just laying here.
Question. With that, I think it was an unnatural 20 I rolled earlier about dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Would Duster know if dragons like died of old age?
Yeah, I think you would. It's not old age is not a common thing for dragons to die by. Usually they one because their lifespans are incredibly long and arguably probably not even accurately documented, but usually when they do die, it's usually because they're fighting against a knight or each other or just something. Usually something kills them. But by the looks of this dragon, I mean, these bones do look old. It's very possible that this is a very rare case of that this dragon was just old. And this very well could have been this baby dragon that you see before you could very well have been just its last baby.
Oh, Duster's right back to being heartbroken about this baby dragon.
The baby dragon is just looking at you. Uh, None of this has occurred to them.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Um, do you have a name you go by, or?
Mama called me love.
God, no, I'm.
You came after this dragon. Expect
Fable!
answers.
Fable! I'm. Oh God. I'm tearing up, Fable. I am so sorry. Oh God. Duster takes a small breath and goes, "Yeah, love is a good name for you."
The dragon smiles at that. And looks like it's
Uh,
just now getting comfortable in its little nest by its mother.
Duster. Duster is gonna stay here a while, so he's going to try and ignore the fact that this room is gigantic
It's
and just
huge.
kind of lay down in the nest as well.
Think it. Think of it. Actually, no. I'm gonna roll insight again. It's gonna be not great insight. It's just gonna be straight d20, please. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Oh my god, this dragon for the first time realizes that, hey, this tiny little rat might be nervous around this giant baby dragon and this ginormous skeletal dragon. Uh, are you laying? What are you just like laying against it, or where are you laying? Where are you settling in?
I imagine just like straight in the middle, so he's not necessarily touching the dragon, but he's still like in the presence of the dragon.
Cool. I think what's gonna happen is that this dragon is going to it's going to use its teeth again to pick you up by the scarf and
Okay.
gently place you down. Uh, Gently place you down. Right beside it, so it can basically just curl around you, and that way you can feel hidden in such a big room. And it says, "Don't keep you safe, and Mama keep us safe."
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
And with that, I think the dragon is going to close its eyes and let itself go to sleep.
Yeah. I don't think Duster will fall asleep right away.
I don't
He'll
I don't blame him.
I think it's a thing of he tries to stay awake and then like 20 minutes later he's dead asleep.
And I think that's a and I think that's a good place for the camera to just pan out, uh, and just pan away and look at this scene of the skeleton of a mother dragon, uh, safely, uh, protectively, or just safely, curled around her baby, and this baby gently curled around you, Duster. And I think, Duster, you have made a friend.
Oh boy.
And I think that is where we are going to end today's session. How you feeling?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Should we stop the recording?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. I hope to see you all again next time. And until then, bye.
Bye.